Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you are doing good. So today we have our science class and the chapter we are going to study today is chapter number 7, which is reversible and irreversible changes, which is in your book as well, page number 124. So let's begin our class. Moving on to page number 125. Reversible and irreversible changes. Changes in matter can be brought by mixing, for example, mixing a solid with water. Mix a teaspoon of fruit salt, a mixture of sodium bicarbonate and citric acid in water and observe. Compare this with mixing common salt, which is sodium chloride in water. What changes have occurred in each case? While common salt dissolves in water with no visible change in the water, bubbles of gas are produced when fruit salt is added to water. The bubbles of gas are carbon dioxide gas. Okay, first of all, we should know that if we are mixing solid with water, so what happens to the mixture? For example, we are taking two cases. We are focusing on two cases. Number one is if we add a teaspoon of fruit salt. Fruit salt is a combination of sodium bicarbonate gas and citric acid. So if we add a teaspoon of fruit salt with water, so we see that bubbles of gas are produced. Okay, if we add water with a teaspoon of fruit salt, we see that bubbles are produced in that mixture. But in the other case, if we mix a teaspoon of common salt, which we use in our homes, which is made of sodium chloride, if we add common salt with water, then we don't see any changes in that. We cannot see bubbles there. Okay, so it means there are some changes when we mix a solid with water. Moving on to page number 126. Caution: mixing some matter can produce poisonous gases or cause explosions. You should not mix materials without the permission of your teacher. Okay, first of all, you have to keep this thing in mind when we go to the lab or when we are want to observe something in the lab or laboratories. So obviously mixing gases can produce some poisonous gas which are harmful for us, and they can sometimes produce explosions. Okay, it can burst sometimes as well. So what you have to do, you should not mix materials without your teacher's permission. Okay, when sand is mixed with water, a murky mixture of sand and water is obtained. No new materials are formed. The change can be reversed because you can get the sand water back by filtration. Such a change is called a reversible change. Okay, they are saying that if we mix sand with water, if we are preparing a mixture of water and sand, and we see that it becomes a murky mixture. It becomes murky, you can say a blur mixture. Okay. So over here, no new material is formed. Water is also there and sand is also there. So no new material is formed, and this change can be reversed. Obviously, if we are mixing sand with water and no new material is formed, and we can reverse the mixture. How we can, if we filter sand and water, so we get sand on the filter paper and water in the container. So these changes are called reversible changes. Moving on to page number 127. When salt is mixed with water, it dissolves to form salt solution. But no new materials are formed. The salt and water can be separated easily by evaporating the water from the salt solution. Hence, dissolving is a reversible change. Some changes cannot be reversed and are not easily reversible because new materials are formed, such changes are called irreversible changes. Mixing eggshells with vinegar is an irreversible change. Because new materials, one of which is carbon dioxide gas, are produced. You cannot get back the eggshells and vinegar after they have changed. Okay, in the previous page, we got to know that what are reversible changes. One more example, if we mix a salt with water, so it dissolves to form salt solution. Okay, and over here also no material is formed. You cannot find any gases, you cannot produce any gases when we mix salt with water. So, and obviously I told you that through filtration we can separate salt and water, as we have discussed in the previous page, page number 126, that we can separate sand and water. So same with salt and water. If we dissolve salt with water, we can get back the salt and water by filtration process. So dissolving is also a reversible change. But there are some changes which cannot be reversed. It means when we are having a mixture of something and they produce a new material. So these changes are called irreversible changes. For example, if we mix eggshell with vinegar, vinegar is a liquid, okay? It is sour in taste. If we mix eggshells with vinegar, so this is an irreversible change. Why? Because over here new material is formed. As you can see in figure 7.5, that you can see the bubbles. It means it is showing that carbon dioxide gas is produced. It means new material is produced, and obviously when it mixes with when we mix eggshells with vinegar and a new material is formed, so you cannot reverse back the process. आप उस process को reverse नहीं कर सकते. So these changes are called irreversible changes. Up till here we got to know that what are the difference between reversible changes and irreversible changes. Reversible means, as we discussed on page number 126, that reversible means when we mix two things or more than two things and we found no new materials and which can be reversed. It means we can get back the substances which we used for the mixture are called reversible changes. But irreversible changes are those changes which cannot be reversed because new material is formed, and these changes are called irreversible changes.